day and night. He took not away the pillar of the cloud by day, nor the pillar of the fire by night from before the people.
Y'all heard that? Let's go to Isaiah.
That's Isaiah 4, 5 through 6.
Because see, people don't understand. Some might think he's not nobody's coming to deliver you. Yes, he is. He didn't physically come to deliver them out of Mizraim, but he came. Let's see what he say. Let's see if it matches up.
Everybody there?
Hallelujah.
And Elohim will create upon every dwelling place of Mount Sion and upon her assemblies a cloud and smoke by day, and the shining of a flaming fire by night. For upon all the esteem shall be a defense, and there shall be a tabernacle for a shadow in the daytime from the heat, and for a place of refuge, and for a covert from storm and from rain.
Okay then. Is that not the same thing that how he brought them out of Egypt and led them? Is that the same thing he gonna do with us?
Yes.
The same cloud and the same pillar of fire?
Is this talking about day in and day out?
Yes, day in and day out. You're gonna be there day in and day out.
True. I mean, in wilderness time or in eternity, the way it was explained it on every mountain, or just that it's that big.
Yeah, it's gonna be on every mountain. I mean, see, I don't think some of y'all understand how much land Israel inherited. That little stuff they fighting over there, no. First of all, you have to understand the size of the continent so-called Africa. Do you know the size of the continent Africa, that all the other continents fit inside of it?
All of them. I've seen that.
But when you're looking at a map, it looks like it's the same size as the other continents on it.
Mm-hmm.
But all the other continents fit inside of the continent so-called Africa. So if that's the case, how big do you think our land is?
From the Red Nile to the Great Euphrates.
Yes. But see, when you're looking at a map or a globe, it doesn't look that vast. It's a huge land. But then again, when it comes to the kingdom of Israel, he said the whole world is ours. Okay, let's read. What was that scripture I gave you about Joshua?
Oh, Jeremiah 28. What? Hold on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Jeremiah 28. It's about that I was fighting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you wrote it down. You got Cozy?
Jeremiah 28.
I was Zachariah. 14. 114 or something like that. Let's see. 13, 14, 3.
Okay then. You get that and you get Joshua 5 and 13 through 15.
You want to read front of the books or back of the book?
No, I want you to read yours first. Joshua 5, 13. You gonna read yours second, he gonna get
Okay,
it.
well, I'm gonna get it.
Mhm.
Okay, Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 3. Chapter 14, verse 3. Hallelujah.
Starting at verse 3. Then shall the sovereign go forth and fight against those nations as when he fought in the day of battle.
Okay then. Read that again.
Then shall the sovereign go forth and fight against those nations as when he fought in the day of battle.
Okay, then shall the sovereign go forth and fight against those nations. As he what?
When he fought in the day of
And
battle.
when he fought in the day of battle. Now, Elder Boucher is going to read, and you're fixing to see how he went forth and fought in the battle that he fought in.
Joshua chapter 5, verse 13. And it came to pass when Joshua was by Jericho, that he lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, there stood a man over against him with his sword drawn in his hand. And Joshua went unto him and said unto him, Art thou for us or for our adversaries?
Art thou for us or for our adversary?
And he said, Nay, but as captain of the host of the sovereign.
As captain of the host of the sovereign,
I now come. And Joshua fell on his face to the earth and did worship, and said unto him, What saith my sovereign unto his servant?
okay. So, who was this that Joshua had fell to the earth worshiping?
Yashra'al,
He was the captain of what?
of the host of the
Of the host. So, is this a physical cloud or a literal cloud following Israel that they're being led by?
It's a band of angels.
That's what y'all fail to realize. This is his host, his army. This is how they're led. This is the cloud that they're led by. And when Israel or somebody comes up to attack Israel, it disperses and it fights on their behalf.
That's the cloud that's gonna be over you in the wilderness.
Joshua didn't have to do any fight because that this man had already had his what in his hands.
So in the sheet, he had it in the sheet.
He had the sheet. He had that put that work in.
Yeah.
He was putting it up. So all Joshua had to do was just walk it out. That's all he had to do.
Oh,
That's all Joshua had to do was just walk it out. It had already been done. So when you see all of this, now you see how Israel is able to escape, able to flee, able to get up and go. They're not doing it on their own though. A way has been prepared. And you'll see this. This is the pattern I'm trying to show you all throughout all these scriptures, all these things in the book. It's a reoccurring thing. But y'all notice it never changes. And every time that the Most High, he's right there what? With his right hand, revealing his strong arm. And that's why I started out with that one, the first scripture showing there's nothing new under the sun. In order to understand the end, where we're at now, going to the end, you have to do what? Go back to the beginning. Y'all see how the end matches up with the beginning? Does anybody not see that? How the end matches identical with the beginning. Because he's already done it. He said that what shall be done has already been done. But if you don't remember anything else, when it comes to biblical prophecies, always keep in mind, you're going to hear it's a common thing. Matter of fact, I had like 50 more in that day scripture, because I'm not fixing to go through all the scripture like that. I had like 50 some more, and all of them line up say the same thing. Every prophet uses that thing in that day. In those days, at that time, in that time. And you'll see everything lined up. There's none of them will come with anything different. That's why even what we go back to that Hegel, I had to show you, if you keep reading, he's telling you what day, when this will be possible. In that day, the day of Yahuwah. Don't you know that every time we read in that day, Yahuwah is doing something? Just like he did at the beginning. But we're gonna stop right there. I'm gonna open the floor for some questions at the time. Anybody got any questions or comments? And you keep going. Let me say this, like I said before, this is not an attack on anyone. This is something I had to do because I got a lot of questions concerning this. So when I get a lot of questions like that, even like when y'all know when they had this thing about the virgin birth, did I have to come in and do a lesson, bring that on back in? Get everybody back on straight street? And so this is my job. When these things come about, I have to be able to go in the scripture and show you these things. Now, I think, I heard from someone that, I think some of y'all might have thought I was mad or upset last week. Not over the scripts. Then he said, don't that kindle a fire on the Shabbat? A bear burning on the Shabbat? Now what I am now, I'm passionate when it comes to the scripts. And the more you stay around me and be around me, you'll understand that. Anybody know I'm one of the most easy. How many times have y'all seen me upset?
What was that play that time?
Well, I did have to have a nervous breakdown about 2 times here. And I shouldn't have had to. Y'all should have known better. But anyways, oh, this thing's still recording. But what I'm trying to show you is, no, I'm passionate about these scripts. And it might seem like I'm mad. I'm not. And I want Elder Dowd, no, I love you and your family, man. I talk about y'all all the time. Matter of fact, we talk about y'all all the time. And I don't want you to think, or y'all to think that I was upset and this is a personal attack. The lesson is not about you. It's about them. Because that's going to show me what they have not read or what they have not listened to. It has nothing about me being mad, upset with what you're saying. My thing is, it's with them that should know better, and it let me know that they're not reading. Well, not you, because you weren't here, but now he don't. Now I got some in here. It just know with them. No, If I had said it, they just don't go with it. This one, and that one. They just don't go. And it's because you know why? Because they trust me enough. Don't y'all know with something that important? Don't you know I would have told y'all about that now and we'd have been packing up, getting ready to get the hell out of here? I can't stand this place.
That's right.
You talking about hate this place with a passion?
That's right.
Y'all don't know how me and the Most High argue over we happen to be here. I don't like this place, but I understand the scripts and why he scattered us here. You have to stay where he scattered you. When he speaks, let you know we're in captivity. You don't decide when your captivity is over. You leave when he says over. And hey Elder David, let your family know. No, I'm not mad at you or them. It's nothing like that. Now I am passionate when it comes to the script now, but and like I said, this is not an attack on you or other, but this is something that needs to be discussed and talked about. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And like I told Elder last week, after I do this, I'm gonna allow him to bring forth what he has, and we're gonna examine and look at what he has. But what we're gonna do like Ecclesiastes said, we're gonna hear the conclusion of the whole matter. We're not gonna stop at a verse now. Because it sounds good. Because guess what happens when you stop at a verse? It causes you to miss stuff that's very essential to the scriptures that needs to be understood and heard. That's why whenever somebody criticisms, I go through the whole